Hello and welcome to zazoome. I'm Sherry Barbera and I am so happy that you're here. Thank you for coming. Today we're talking about how to make your videos pop. And the best way to do that is with editing. What is editing? Well, editing is when you take video clips and you change them so that they are better, shorter, more succinct. You add titles, transitions and generators, music and sound effects, and B-roll. So how do you do that? Well, you need editing software to do that. I am going to be covering tonight the 10 best, I think, free and paid editing software programs available for you right now. Things are changing all the time, so that could change, but I'm going to be covering what is really good right now. Hey! Hi, Kim. Great to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Love that you're here. Hi, Dale. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Always love seeing you here. So, what should you look for in an editing program? Well, you should look for ease of use. Especially as a beginner, it's really important that you're able to use it quickly. What's the price? Is it free? Do you have to pay for it? It depends upon you. Do you want a free program or do you want to pay for it? What are the features? What kind of robust features does it have? What does it require from your computer? Do you have enough hard drive? Do you have a fast enough processor? All of these things are really important when you're looking for software. And then finally, does it, if it's a free version, have a watermark of the logo of the software company or not? Because this is something else that you want to worry about if you don't want their logo on your videos. Hey, Rita. Oh, that's us. Hi, Rita. Great to see you. Thanks for coming. So what are the free options? Well, I'm going to cover 8 free options, and these are really good options. And then there are 2 paid professional options that I'll be covering tonight. So let's get right into it. The 8 best free options are, starting with Imovie. And Imovie is a good basic editing program, but for Mac, just for Mac only. So if you don't have a Mac, this is not a program that you want. The great thing about Imovie is that it comes pre-installed on your computer, whether it is your laptop, whether it's your desktop, whether it's an iPad, you can download it if it's an iPad. It's a program that's free for all Mac users. It also works with up to 4K resolution, which is really excellent if you're doing high-level filming. And you can use it because it can work in the cloud from your desktop computer to your phone. It doesn't matter which device you're on, it works with all of them. It comes with all kinds of great features, title animations for a professional look. It comes with filters, built-in music, sound effects. You can do voiceover. You can speed your videos up. You can slow them down. There's so much you can do with Imovie. It's become a really excellent, robust beginner program. The only con that I could come up with is that it's for Mac users only. Now, the next program is Movie Maker 10, and that is for PC only. It also is a good basic editing program. And I'm going to show you a quick video, but it doesn't have any sound, so don't think that you've lost your sound at all. It's just a very quiet video. So that was Movie Maker, and I don't know why they didn't have any music or anything with that, but in Ecamm I'm not able to voice over when the movie is playing, so it literally shuts my microphone off. The pros of Movie Maker are that it's free, of course, that you can trim, rotate, join video clips. It has transitions. It does pan and tilt zoom effects. It has a cool preview option, and you can easily add text and music and credits, all kinds of things to it. So what are the cons? Well, it's for PC only. Other than that, it's a great beginner's software. Openshot. Now, this is a really cool free program, and it's also really good for basic editing. Look at all the different things that it comes with. A main interface, tracks overview, built-in tutorials, split video, export file menu. There are so many wonderful things that Openshot comes with. It's a free, easy to use interface. It comes with unlimited layers. And if you haven't done editing yet, I'm just going to pop over to myself. If you haven't done editing yet, layers are hugely important, because what that means is you have what is called a basic timeline for your videos. And on your timeline, you put what's called the A-roll. I right now am the A-roll. B-roll is anything that you would see coming in front of me with my voice going over it or music going over it. That is B-roll. And the thing about having unlimited layers is that a layer is above and below your timeline. And the way that you use them is you add titles, you add effects, you add more images, you can add another video or even a few videos. I've put multiple videos on top of each other in one video to get a certain kind of effect. So having unlimited layers is a really excellent feature. And I am just going to pop back to Openshot. It's got title templates, it's drag and drop, which is another really, really important feature that makes it simple and easy for you to use. The video effects are fantastic. Brightness, gamma, hue, grayscale, the kinds of things that you really want to have to adjust what the actual video looks like. And then if you want to do green screen, it comes with chroma key effects. So that's extremely important if that's something that you want to do. And then keyframing. If you're not familiar with keyframing, this is a way to create animation. And it's a really fun, it has a little bit of a curve, but it's a really fun way to take yourself and move yourself across a frame or move an image across a frame. Keyframing can be something that's really, really effective. So what are the cons? Well, the cons, I know this sounds kind of weird, but it's a pro and a con, is that it's open source. And what that means is that it was created by a community of people, not just one company, and anyone can add to it. So even if one person started it, they allow anyone to update features and tweak it to make it better. The con about that is that, generally speaking, there's never customer service when it comes to an open source product. So that could be a negative. Now I'm going to show you a quick video on open source. Okay, well that's open source, and I'm just going to pop over to Sal.
Wait.
And okay, here we go. Oh, Sal.
Happy New Year.
So Sal and I are here. Hey, thank you for the likes. You know I love those likes. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you so much. So Sal and I are using Final Cut to make our videos with, and I haven't gotten there yet, but of course it's going to be one of the pro softwares that I'm going to be showing you to use for editing. Any comments on that, honey?
No, not at all. I think it's you know, I'm getting really good at it, I think, but never will be as good as Sherry is.
Hey, trekking pals are here and they like your glasses, honey.
What glasses? Oh, these old things.
Thank you too for showing up. Love that you're here. Thank you guys. So let's pop back to software.
Software.
Now, if you are not familiar with Shotcut, Shotcut is our number 4 on the list of 8 free software programs for editing. And it is also a good basic editing program. And let me look at the features. So it's also open source, just like Shotcut. But just like Openshot, they both have the shot in their name. So there's Openshot and there's Shotcut, and they're both open source software, which means that anyone can improve them and add to them and help them make it better. But the thing about Shotcut is that it has a huge collection of tutorials. And I highly recommend using tutorials when you're learning a software program, especially an editing program, because the tutorials are just going to give you a quick shortcut, not a shortcut, a quick shortcut to making your videos faster and better in whichever program you choose. It also has wonderful audio editing options, and Shotcut is often used by people who are making videos where audio is super important. So if that's something that really matters to you, Shotcut is a great beginner's program, a great basic program to use for that. It also, you can edit up to 4K, which is fantastic. It supports multiple media formats, so you can use video and you can use images and you can use a lot of different things in it. It has a native timeline for editing. It also does keyframing, which means you can animate things. And it has over 90 features, which is really impressive. So if you're not familiar with Shotcut, this is one that I actually recommend that you check all of them out. The free ones, you can just try them, and literally everything has some kind of a free trial. So even if you have to pay for something, you can always use the free trial. What are the pros and cons? Well, the fact that it's open source, like I said before, means that you're not going to get any customer service with it, but the fact that it has a ton of tutorials really means it doesn't matter. The other weird thing about Shotcut is that it was originally designed for Linux, which is a kind of operating system that was created by a group of people who have their own kind of way of looking at the internet. And so the interface, when you're using it, can be a little bit quirky, but that's only because it was originally designed for Linux. But it's great for PC, it's great for Mac, and of course it's excellent for Linux. Now, number 5. Number 5 really falls into both the free and the paid categories, because in both categories, it is an excellent high-end program for editing your videos. In fact, they really call it a high-end professional editing program that is used for commercials, that is used for television shows, and of course it's used for YouTube videos because, you know, YouTubers use everything. So this is a program that I have to say has a steep learning curve. So it's really not good if you want to just get going very quickly. It's fantastic if you want to take the time to learn a program that has a ton of features, is very robust, and for the paid version especially, which is the Davinci Studio. That's the difference. The Studio version is the paid for version, but it comes with so many features, and it really is an excellent program.
Sheila had a crazy, Sheila.
Rita has a question. You know when you rent a car and find out that the gas tank is on a different side and the headlights and wiper
it's more of a statement.
are in a different place, and you wish designers would just
the question.
standardize. Okay, so Rita, it's not exactly a question. It's more of a statement, and I do agree with you. They're all different. and they don't standardize whatsoever. So yes, it is a learning curve for every single piece of software that you have to learn. But this is why I'm giving you basic, easy to use interface types of software programs, as well as more difficult, complex, but really feature-rich programs that you can use starting now and all the way till when you become unbelievably professional with your videos. So what does Davinci Resolve have? Well, it has this new feature called Cut Page. And this for me is what makes it sort of a game changer, because it has what's called a streamlined interface so that you can do things so much more quickly than you typically would on a very robust, complex, I have to say complex, editing program. And what they've done is they've tried to make it so that you can quickly go from A to Z with a video and get it posted very fast. And they're doing this because so many of their customers now use it for television and commercials. So it really has become a feature-rich, very commercial, standardized, professional editing program. You can do literally almost anything on it. And the other cool thing it does is it uses machine learning, so AI, artificial intelligence, to enable facial recognition, speed warp, and things like this. And that also is kind of a game changer. So if you don't have a program that you're in love with and you're willing to learn at a very steep learning curve, then you might want to consider Davinci Resolve, because it is an amazing program. And you can take it from now and use everything basic that it has. But as you get better and better with your videos, it will go with you all the way from where you are now to very professional looking videos. What are the cons? Well, it's got a really steep learning curve. It is a difficult program, but it's a great program. And then the other thing is it costs about a little bit over $300 if you want to purchase Davinci Studio, which is the full featured, very rich professional program, but you don't need to. You can use their free version, and the free version has a ton of features. And especially if you're a beginner, you don't need anything else, right? You just want to get your videos done and get them up. And that is what that amazing, wait, I'm just going to pop right back to it. That is what the amazing Cut Page is all about. So please consider this one and check it out, because it's well worth the steep learning curve if in fact you want to go from a beginner to a pro. Okay, Kinemaster. What is Kinemaster and why is it good for you? Well, it's great for your phone, and this is where you use it. So if you're the kind of person that likes to do everything on your phone, wow, this is the program. So I am going to pop over to the video and let you watch it. So that was Kinemaster. You can see that it's got color grading, it's got an amazing amount of features, and it's an online video editor for your phone. So it's got super easy to use tools. It does blending, it does voiceover, you can adjust the speed, you can do reverse speed. It has multiple layers. So like I said before, multiple layers are huge if you want to add things. You can add images and stickers and special effects and text, and you can even write right across your video, which is a really cool feature. So Kinemaster is something that's really fantastic if you're also going to be posting to social media, because YouTube typically, when you're doing your videos, they don't have that same kind of feel that a social media video does, where you can get away with a whole lot more, like the handwriting and the stickers and the emojis and things like that. And this is what Kinemaster is really great for. But the other thing it does is it has chroma key for green screen. So if you want to film even courses on your phone, fantastic, because Kinemaster allows you to use a green screen behind you and seamlessly disappear and then have a different background behind you. So that's fantastic. It also will edit up to 4K video. And if your phone does 4K, which so many phones do now, this is a great feature. Just keep in mind that right now in 2020, during the pandemic, YouTube, because so many people are online, YouTube is compressing everyone's videos down to 720p. So if you're filming and you're shooting in 4K, yeah, it's going to look gorgeous when it's in 4K, but they're going to reduce it to 720. It also does keyframe animation and instant preview options. So there's a lot about Kinemaster that's really great. What are the cons? Well, it's for your phone. So if you like to do things on your desktop or your laptop or your tablet, this is probably not something that you're going to want to use. Also, the free version does have a watermark. It does have the Kinemaster logo on it, and I don't like that. That's one of the things that I find really annoying, but I do get it because it's free. Now, if you want to upgrade, it's only $4.99 a month right now in 2020, so pretty cheap if you wanted to use it. Okay, let's keep going. So Quick. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Quick. This is number 7 of our free editing apps, and Quick is made by GoPro. And that's why it's called Quick, because GoPro is all about being outside, being outdoors, shooting stuff fast, getting things quickly done. And the wonderful thing about Quick is that it lets you transfer from the GoPro directly to your phone. So that is a huge and really cool feature that Quick has. And what else can you do with this? Well, the tools are super easy to use. You can record, edit, and post all from your phone. You can either use the auto version or the manual version to edit clips and transitions. And what I mean by auto is that if you set it to auto, it will automatically look through your video and cut and change things automatically, which is really kind of amazing. The other thing it does that I absolutely love is it automatically syncs the music to your video. And if you've ever watched a sports video where it's got the music and the music changes every single time some cool thing happens in the video, well, this is what Quick does for you automatically. And I think that is a huge feature. So if that's something that you're interested in, I highly recommend testing it out if you want to use your phone, because again, this is only for your phone. The cool thing is it uses artificial intelligence, AI, to create all of this cool stuff for you. And that is the future of video and the future of video editing, AI. So really, to get a jump start on that is a smart thing to do. It's got a variety of fonts, it's got a ton of emojis, and again, if you're going to be posting a lot on social media, this is a fantastic program for you because it's really geared for people who love to post to social media. But of course, it's great for YouTube as well. So what are the cons? Well, the cons are that it's only for your phone, once again. So if you're the kind of person that likes to do your editing on your computer, your laptop, or your tablet, this is not for you. The other thing is, if you want to upgrade to get more music or tech support, then you have to pay $4.99 a month, which again, so cheap, so really who cares? And number 8 of our free software is Magisto. Have you heard of Magisto? I am going to just pop over to the So that is what Magisto is all about. Pretty cool, right? It's also AI powered. So it creates professional looking videos, but simple videos, right? So something that's great for product sales, something that's great for services, something that's great for if you're just out and you're hiking. So Dale and Trekking Pals, if you guys are out hiking, wonderful for you to just do a quick short video that you can post to social media very quickly, or something that you just want to upload to YouTube fast. That's what really it's great for. It comes with a wide variety of themes. It also has artificial intelligence for facial recognition, filters, effects, auto cropping. It does have a professional auto editing capability, and again, that's because of the AI, and you can share it across multiple marketing channels. The other cool thing about Magisto is that it's got iStock integration, which means that you can pull in really high level stock photos right into your videos from Magisto. And that's a really pretty good feature. So what are the cons? Well, the upgrade again is $4.99 a month. I mean, none of these are expensive, but really, if you want more features and you want a wide range of editing tools, you need to upgrade. So that is the con. So those are our 8 free editing programs. Now, what are the 2 best paid programs? Well, I'm pretty sure you can guess what I'm going to say now. So the first one is, of course, Adobe Premiere Pro. And I don't know. I mean, Adobe Premiere Pro is just so excellent. I don't think I have enough accolades for it. It is great for people who are Mac only. It is great for people who are PC. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. You can access it by your computer. It's on the cloud. And the other fantastic thing about Premiere Pro is that if you are part of Adobe's suite, like if you use everything in the cloud, which is like 50 something dollars a month, then you can use it with Photoshop and After Effects and Audition and Adobe Stock and so many third-party apps. So really, it is a fantastic program. Aaron. So, hey, Aaron. Aaron said, what about promo? Aaron, I am not sure what you are asking me about promo. Give me more information and I'll answer your question. Is promo another editing app? If it is, it's not one that I covered in this. If it's not, and you're asking me about promos for Premiere Pro, well, there are so many tutorials and everything on Premiere Pro. It's amazing. So what can you do with Premiere Pro? Well, it works with up to 8K video. It has every single professional feature you could ever want to do anything you want. You can do chroma key for green screen. You can have titles and transitions and generators, and it works with After Effects, so you can have all kinds of wonderful animation. It can do literally anything. So what are the cons? Well, it is a hugely steep learning curve, just like Davinci Resolve. It's a hugely steep learning curve, but unlike Davinci Resolve, it integrates with so many different programs that Adobe has, and this makes it extra special. The other thing about Premiere Pro that is something you want to keep in mind is that if you work with other people on your videos, it's very easy to seamlessly work together on Premiere Pro on the cloud. Now, if you were to just buy Premiere Pro, you have to purchase it monthly. And right now in 2020, it's about $21 a month. And so that's something that you want to consider when you're making your videos. But it's so feature rich that I really don't think that you need to, if it's something that you want to learn, $21 a month is well worth it. And number 10, Final Cut Pro, my favorite program to use. And I started using Final Cut when we first got our big iMac computers and when Apple was still giving courses right at the Apple Store. And I'm just going to pop over to Sal and Me. And here we come. Okay, so When Sal and I first started using Final Cut and we were able to go to the Apple store, they were giving courses, 2-hour courses a week for, what was it, 8 weeks, honey?
8 weeks.
8 weeks.
But how many
Right?
times did we take the course?
So this is how difficult, this is how steep the learning
We
curve
took the
is.
course like 3 times. We took the 8-week course like 3 times
I think
in a row.
at least, maybe 4 times. Because really the first time we took it, it was like, what? You know, it's very, very, very hard to learn. And I think any of these professional programs are really, really hard to learn. But once you get to know it, it was a lot of fun, right, honey?
Well, the more you know, the more fun it is.
It is.
The more you learn, the more fun it is.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I can do that now.
I know, and it's so exciting, and we both love it. So I'm just going to pop back to the slides. So for Final Cut, it is a professional editing program. It has this amazing new feature that I absolutely love. I think Premiere does this as well, but it's called a smart resize for social media, and it takes your video, your horizontal video, because we shoot horizontal for YouTube, and it will resize it for Instagram, for Twitter, for Facebook. It will resize your video smartly and make it look fantastic. And this is huge. They just came out with this and I'm so excited and I love this. The other wonderful thing that Final Cut does is it does subtitles. It will title out your video for you. It's a feature that's included with Final Cut, and I think it's a fantastic feature. I just love it. The other thing it has that's different from other programs is what's called a magnetic timeline. And the cool thing about a magnetic timeline is that when you're working on your videos and you have your basic timeline, which is where you put your A-roll, then as you add to your timeline above and below it, and you add layers above and below it, they literally, it seems magnetically connect themselves to whatever the A-roll video is, the A-roll video clip. And the reason why this is so cool is because if you're moving stuff around, it all stays together. But you can also click it and make it separate. So there are so many features that are just really, really cool, but it's for Mac only. So that's, that's the only thing. There are so many PC users, but if you have a Mac and you love your Mac, you can start with iMovie and then upgrade to Final Cut when you're happy with iMovie, when you're comfortable with it, because Final Cut will give you a ton of additional features. So it also edits up to 8K. It's got a huge amount of keyboard shortcuts. It's got a ton of tutorials. It can do multi-camera editing, so it automatically syncs up to 64 angles of video with different views, which is unbelievable. So there's just a ton of stuff that you can do with Final Cut. So what are the cons? Well, it's for Mac only. So if you have a PC, I'm sorry, you can't use it. There is a hugely steep learning curve, as Sal and I just told you, and it's about $300. But the cool thing is, once you pay for it, you own it. And as long as we've owned it, and for us it's been years now, we've been getting free upgrades. Every time they improve it, we just get a free upgrade, which is really pretty awesome, right? So if it's the kind of thing that you're interested in and you have a Mac, I love Final Cut. I just absolutely love it, and I highly recommend it. So let me just quickly recap the editing software I covered, and then I'm going to give you 3 additional tips. So we covered Movie Maker, which is for PC users. It is a very basic program. It's free, and it's got a simple and easy user interface. iMovie for Mac only. Again, simple, easy to use interface, has a ton of features, but not so many that you're overwhelmed, and allows you to start learning how to really edit more professionally, because it really does have a lot of good features. Then there's Openshot and Shotcut. Both of these are open source, wonderful, I mean truly wonderful editing software programs. And I highly recommend that you check both of them out if you want a free program that has a pretty basically easy to use interface. Then we get to Davinci Resolve. Okay, Davinci Resolve is not simple. It is not simple at all. It's difficult to use. It's got a steep learning curve, and it's really a high-end professional editing program. But it does have a free version that's fantastic. And if you want to make your videos look really, really professional, and you're willing to learn and you're willing to do the tutorials, then do Davinci Resolve 16. You can always upgrade to the studio level. If you only want to use your phone, there are two fantastic options for you, and they're both free. Kinemaster and Quick. Now, Kinemaster, again, only for your phone, but comes with a ton of wonderful features, and it's got AI, artificial intelligence, to make it simpler for you to use, and so does Quick. And Quick is designed for the GoPro, but you can use it as well, and it's free. And it's got a ton of wonderful features, and the one I love the very most about it is that it will automatically sync your music with your video, and that is huge. So I love it for that reason. And then Magisto. Magisto is another AI-powered program. Really cool, has a ton of features, a lot of fun to use. But it's more for like doing simple promotionals for your products or doing promotionals for your services, or if you want to do something really quickly because it has a lot of themes. And then our two paid editing programs for professionals, Adobe Premiere Pro and Final Cut. And I can't say enough good things about both of them. They are excellent, excellent programs. If you have a PC, you can only use Adobe Premiere. If you have a Mac, you can use either Adobe or you can use Final Cut. Both of them are absolutely excellent. And wait, I'm just going to pop over to Erin again. And Erin said, Sal, is it worth the money?
I don't know if she's talking about promo, maybe.
Let me just pop back to us. And so Erin's asking, is it worth the money? And I think we're talking about Final Cut. So honey, what do you think?
Final Cut is definitely worth the money. I mean, like I said, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. And the more you learn, the more fun you have. But it really makes quality videos, and it has so many effects. It's just worth it.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
It's super fun. So thank you so much for that question and comment. I love it when you comment. So thank you, Erin. So here are my tips. Tip number 1, learn the keyboard shortcuts. If you want to make your life better when you're editing, there are a ton of keyboard shortcuts that come with every single editing program. And they will just make your life better. They will just make your editing faster. And some of these software programs even have keyboard covers that you can buy on Amazon, and you put them right across your keyboard, and the shortcuts are literally on the keyboard cover. And in fact, Final Cut has its own keyboard. It's made by I don't know who this is. Well, anyway, it's a professional series keyboard. It's an awesome keyboard that I use for Final Cut. And it's amazing. It has all the shortcuts on it. It makes my life so much easier. It pops back to the home quickly. I can blade fast, which is cut things. There's just a ton of stuff. So learn the keyboard shortcuts. That's my number 1 tip. What's number 2? Watch the tutorials. That's what they're for. They're for you to learn and make your life easier. That's what tutorials are all about. So why wouldn't you watch them? I highly, highly recommend that when a program comes with tutorials, you use the tutorials. And this way you will learn the program so quickly. You will learn shortcuts. You will learn cool stuff. You will learn how to do things immediately instead of trying to figure it out yourself. So really, that is just what you want to do. And hey, Paranormal USA, thank you so much for being here. I love that you're here. Good video, thank you. I think I'm going to try Imovie. Excellent, but I'm waiting to see what you say about the pro software. So I say if you plan to be a YouTuber for a long time, if this is going to be your business, it's going to pop back to me. If you plan on using YouTube for your business, if you plan on making videos for a really long time, then I would recommend you start with the basic software like iMovie or what was that? Movie Maker 10 for PC, iMovie for Macs. Learn the basics, get comfortable with editing, and then immediately upgrade as soon as you can to a high-level professional software program. And the reason I recommend that is because if you do plan on doing videos for a long amount of time, you're just going to get better and better at it. And as you get better and better at it, you are going to want to do better editing. And when you have a professional program, you can do anything. It is so much fun. You'll love it. I love it. I mean, I actually really look forward to editing. It's so much fun. In fact, I spend probably too much time editing because it's so much fun. There are so many things that you can do, like cool transitions and fun generators and wonderful titles and titles that are in 3D and titles that are in motion and all the color grading that you can do where you can change how you look and you can, I mean, it's really well worth it. So do I recommend professional? Yeah, I really do. Did I start with iMovie? Actually, I never used iMovie. Sal, though, I'm going to pop back to us, honey. Sal uses iMovie and has used iMovie for years. And honey, what do you think about using iMovie versus Final Cut as a beginner?
As a beginner, I liked iMovie because you can use it on your phone very easily now. It's got some features that Final Cut Pro has. They're trying to imitate Final Cut Pro a little bit. It's not anywhere near, but they have some features. And using it on your phone, you can edit a video right as soon as you make it on the phone with iMovie, and you can make a pretty good video.
So when you use Final Cut, why do you use Final Cut as opposed to iMovie?
Oh, you're talking to me?
I'm talking to you, honey.
I thought it was a rhetorical question. I had no idea you were talking to me.
I'm talking to you.
I went into a daze. I'm like, oh. Final Cut just has a million features. It has a million features. I mean, an example is I can shrink myself down to this big to put myself in a video with something that's very large. I'm not going to go into detail, but it's a lot of fun things you can do with Final Cut Pro.
So basically, you're using Final Cut more for green screen than you would use it on your phone, and you use iMovie really for your phone as opposed to the desktop.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So those are really excellent reasons why you would do that.
Okay.
So tip number 2, use the tutorials. What is tip number 3? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I know that editing seems like it's such a oh my God kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, editing can be an oh my God kind of thing, but don't be afraid of it because editing can be so much fun. And when you get to know it, when you use it, and you will use it, take the leap, have fun. You will love it because truly editing is a blast when you get into it and learn how to do it. So don't be afraid. Jump in, have fun, make it happen. Your videos,
do the tutorials.
Your videos will look so much better for it. And as I always say, believe in yourself. Just be you on your videos. Believe in yourself that you can do it because you can do it. You can do it, and you will have so much fun doing it. So don't be intimidated. Software is there for you. You are the person in charge. You are the person in control. You just need to take charge of that software, edit your videos, make them fantastic, put them up there, and do it all over again. So practice, practice, practice. That is what is going to make you comfortable and confident and have fun. What am I going to cover next? Next, I am going to be covering what is editing. So now we've covered what is the software that you want to use. Okay, so now you're going to get your software, and then you're going to look at your software and you're going to say to me, Sherry, what the heck do I do now? Like, what is editing? So what do you need to know? What do you need to know to get your videos up fast? This is what I'm going to be covering next. So don't worry, I got you covered. It's all good. And that is it for this particular group of 10 excellent software programs. Use any one of them that you're comfortable with. Don't be alarmed. Don't be worried. Have fun. So now I'm just going to pop over to...
Where you popping?
I'm going to pop over to all of us. And my mom is going to come on and we're going to say, yeehaw! Yeehaw and woohoo!
Yeehaw, aloha!
Yeehaw, aloha, and cutie pie. And we're going to say thank you guys so much for coming.
Welcome to the Kentucky Derby.
We love that you're here. Oh, wait.
Oh, there you go.
I have these.
Oh, you have your red ones on. Okay, I'm going to put these on. And I'm going to say,
That's fine. There you go.
like a little cowboy hick, yeehaw, and thank y'all for coming, and come back and see us again on the very next video that's going to talk to you all about what the heck is editing. Thank you so much. Dating Game, goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Take care.